either being moved or closed down in Flinders. Now, that particular ward looks after people with eating disorders, and Leah has given us a ring and I think wants to talk about that. Hi, Leah.
Hi.
How are you going?
Yeah, good, thank you.
That's good.
Yeah, I just want to offer my support to Aaron. I too spent some time in 4G. And when I heard what they were planning on doing, I was just devastated for, future patients.
What sort of help did you get there, Leah? How did they assist you?
I also was anorexic, and I spent about 3 months in there.
Did you?
So kind of saved my life, really, and many friends that I've made from 4G as well owe their lives to that place.
And sadly, Leah, Aaron was saying that not everyone is as lucky as he or you indeed, because it is a very difficult one to get over.
Yeah, and I lost 3 friends as well, or people that I met through 4G, due to complications such as heart failure.
Did you
caused
really?
By not eating, basically.
Yeah.
But also, there's a high suicide rate as well for people with eating disorders and other mental illnesses as well. But
did you think differently while you were? I mean, do you now look back and understand how you thought differently during that period of your life?
I look back now and I think how really messed up it was. But at the time, everything I thought was so real. When I weighed 39 kilos, I looked at myself, and to me, I was huge.
Isn't that incredible? 39 kilos. How tall are you, Leah?
169 centimetres.
For heaven's sake. And are you well now? Are you fully over it?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah. How long ago was that?
2004 was when it all really came to head. But really, it had been going on for years before that. I didn't want to admit it. In the beginning, I didn't want to realise that there was a problem. And then in 2004, I was basically told if you don't do something, you're going to die. So that was kind of like the that I needed.
Yeah. And what about your parents? How did they cope?
Not too well. Not too well. I'm one of 4 kids, so it was hard for everyone.
Were you at home?
No, I wasn't. I was 20 when it all came to head, but it still wasn't easy for my sister and my parents.
Oh, no.
My brothers. So.
It would be terrible. I mean, I'm just trying to think how I would cope with that, in the sense that you'd be telling your brother or your sister, that they're not well and that they are too thin and that you do need help. But it must be so frustrating for others when you don't believe that, because you are ill.
And nothing anybody can say can help in a way, because they try and help, but they inadvertently say the wrong thing. People just say, just eat. But it doesn't boil down to that. It comes down to how you feel and your reactions and how you perceive yourself and the world around you. So no matter how much people want to understand the thought processes, unless you've been there, you don't. And looking back on that, now I realise the things that my parents did say, they were, just trying to say the right thing, but it's not a happy place to be for anybody.
No.
And I lost a lot of friends and things through it as well, so...
Yeah, you were saying. Have you kept in touch with some?
Yes.
Wonderful. Yep. And have they improved their lives? Have they got well?
Yeah. 2 of them got married last year.
Wonderful.
2010, and they're all doing well. Tend to have slip-ups every now and then, and you think, I can see those thought processes happening again, and you try and stop yourself. But I don't know if you ever fully stop thinking.
Yeah, it's a bit like
that way,
a bit like being someone who smokes, and you give up, but you can always go back.
And it's an addiction. It really is. It's an addictive process of watching the scales go down, and you get that feeling of success and achievement and control, and you've got control of. You feel like you've got control of your weight and the fact that it's going down, but really you don't.
Well, I'm glad you're well. Where are you working, Leah?
I work in town. I don't want to say where. I work for a big company in town.
No, that's okay. And life's good for you?
Yes, life is great.
Oh, that's wonderful. Do you feel as though if you have an addictive personality, you could be drawn into something like this?
No. Not again, no.
No, not you specifically, but just generally.
Generally.
If someone has an addictive personality, is there a danger that this is the sort of thing that they could fall into?
If the circumstances are right, maybe. Especially with teenage girls, there's a lot of pressure to conform, to be that size 6, to be that size 8, to fit into the designer clothes, to be that magazine girl. And for some people, it's just completely unachievable.
Yeah. Do you feel as though you've replaced that addiction with something else now?
No.
That's healthy?
Not really. I'm just back to really how I was before. I go out with friends, play softball and netball and violin and piano and
Wonderful.
Just keep busy. And
I bet your mum and dad are happy.
Oh, yeah. They were relieved.
Yeah. How old are you now?
27.
27. Well done, Leah. That's great. Great chat.
So just if you're around on the day of that
Of the rally?
At the rally, please come down and support because it is so important.
Yeah, that's February the 9th.
That's right.
Between 12:30 and 1 at Parliament House.
Yep.
All right. Thank you, Leah.
Excellent. Thank you.
Good to talk to you.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Wow. That's good. Aaron and Leah both a lot better. And that is good news, isn't it? And the sad thing that Aaron was saying was that unfortunately there are so many people who, what is obviously a dreadful addiction. We'll take a break. It's almost 14 minutes